Good afternoon and happy almost full moon in Leo and Aquarius. I'm Deborah Roth and this is Spirited Living. Spirited Musings I called my videos years ago. I'd forgotten it had been so long since like 2013 or 2014 that I was doing vlogs on my website. They're still there. Me looking very different, but they're kind of cool on my YouTube channel too. So welcome to this divinely feminine moment. Hopefully more than one in your week so far and to come. But these weekly dates with our inner goddess team are something that have become really special to me. And I feel like I'm doing them for me, but then there's ends up being lots of views. So what we do here is really to honor and to coax back all of the really powerful qualities of the divine feminine that exist in the world. Empathy, intuition, compassion, cooperation, collaboration, all of those which are really power sources, and being super sensitive, which for a long time was made to be this bad hysterical female thing, which we now know, I hope, that all of these qualities we need for the world to survive. So what we do each week is to pick a different archetype, a different metaphorical, symbolic, but for me, often, mostly, very real representation of the goddess of the divine feminine. And this week is Lilith. And some of you may have very preconceived ideas. Lilith is kind of a big name for really the wrong reasons, I think. She was actually originally a Sumerian goddess. And when the Hebrew patriarchy got hold of her, the story with her is that she is this symbol. Lilith is a symbol of freedom, of rebellion, of being her own person, of being sexually joyful and passionate. But it's very much, and the reason that we're talking about her today is that she's very Aquarian. And we entered the Aquarian season, the Aquarius season, back on January 19th. So we're in the middle of it now. We have our Leo Aquarius full moon tomorrow. I won't be talking about Lilith then. I'll be talking about Sekhmet, a neighbor from Egypt. And then the new moon, my new moon circles. We will definitely dive deeper into Lilith energy on February 11th. So check that out on my website, spiritedliving.com, or Facebook pages. So Aquarian energy is all about the rebel. It's the Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, who was called the Great Awakener. So this energy and this that we're embracing right now is very much about being true to who you are. It's what I call the gotta be me, being very individual, that energy, and how important it is for us, for our well-being on every level, to be sure that we are claiming ourselves that way. Now, kind of the, hey, Kathy, so kind of the downside, or the bad stuff you may have heard about Lilith, is what happened when the Hebrew patriarchy got a hold of her. The story is that she was originally Adam's partner in the Garden of Eden, but she believed that they were created equal and refused to be submissive, to lie beneath him, as they say. So she was kicked out of the Garden of Eden, and Eve, who was apparently more docile, was welcomed in. And when that happened, she became, in a lot of the mythology, this demon, and she came to men in the middle of the night and stole their juices, and she stole children. I mean, this is all, unfortunately, the negative side of Lilith that we've left with, unless you go deeper. So I really encourage you to go deeper. I actually have. She was one of the first goddess statues I got when I first started playing with the divine feminine, with goddess spirituality 25 years ago. She's one of the first ones that I got, and you really get a sense. She's got wings, so she's got that angelic presence, And she's holding, let's see, she's got, checking my notes out, because I know she's holding the owl, and the lion is somewhere in there. Apparently, oh, these are little lions, and these are owls, and they're symbols of power. And she's holding these rings, and she's decked out as a member of the Sumerian royalty. So she was pre-Christian Judeo mythology. She was a pretty powerful one. As you know, one of my favorite goddess decks. Here's another representation of her in her more of her kind of sexy mode. This is from the Goddess Oracle from Amy Marinchensky, who I love. So when we reclaim Lilith in our lives, we are reclaiming our Declaration of Independence. We are claiming, she was the original liberator. She was the original feminist. And that's such Aquarian energy. So I invite you to think about where in your life you really need to bring in that kind of energy. Where have you not been playing full out? Where have you been bending over backwards or turning yourself into a pretzel in order to meet someone else's idea of who you should be instead of who you really are, instead of really embracing your individual gifts? I actually just did. I've been doing so many things lately. If you go to my YouTube channel, Goddess of One, just talked about what we do when we aren't embracing our individuality, our unique gifts, and that's very much Aquarian energy. So we all need Lilith, male and female. I always say that here. We all need a balance of masculine and feminine, powerful energy. You know, the upside, the higher polarity of both of those. So where in your life do you need to reclaim that? And to really make a concerted effort to let go of whatever the mythology was, that she's a demon, that she's all kinds of, negative things. And to embrace the rebel in you, to embrace the unique, amazing qualities that make up you. And one of the chants that I want to do today, she really brings in her wings and really speaks to her Aquarian energy, that we can fly, that when we allow ourselves to be our true selves, our authentic selves, that's when we fly. That's when we can come together in a way that's powerful. So my little bit on Lilith, and I'll just teach you. If you want to have a deeper meditation around Lilith, definitely come. If you're women identified, come to the New Moon Circle on February 11th, because we will go deeper with her. Or check in with me, and I'll give you some. I'll send you some meditations and some things that you can access her energy. But what I would love to do is just do, again, this is one of my earliest chants, not necessarily connected with Lilith, but it strikes me because of what it represents as being a perfect chant to share with you. I have to make sure that I don't start it too low. And it is an air sign, which is, and you'll see, I always try and make my chants when I do them in circle or when I do them here with the elemental sign that we're talking about. And Aquarius is an air sign. So birds represent that. So here is the chant I share with you. And just let your wings fly to your beautiful, unique self and sing this for the rest of the day. There's a river of birds in migration, a nation of women with wings. There's a river of birds in migration, a nation of women with wings. There's a river of birds in migration, a nation of women with wings. So, hopefully, you will let yourself fly, let your inner Lilith burst out unabashedly, and show the world the best of who you are, the unique, individual, quirky, wonderful way that you are. And let me know how that goes. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you back here next week when we will be honoring the Celtic goddess Bridget, because it's the day after her feast day. Have a wonderful week, and come play and sing the chant, and let me know how it goes for you. Thank you all. Namaste. Bye for now.